Hi, and welcome back to episode 16 of the 89 Classic Mini build. If you followed along with us in the last episode, we managed to get both the floors successfully joined together, rear subframe out, and we're now at the point where we're going to clean back some welds, a few more arch repairs, and do the MPI fuel line sort of modification, if you like, just to make it look a bit more correct to the car. And I don't like having holes there that you don't need. I just think they're another rust trap or it just looks untidy. So yeah, another boring video of some grinding, which I won't show you because no one needs to know how to grind down a weld. And yeah, once I've done all that and cleaned it all back, I'll show you some of the repairs I'm going to do, including what I've just mentioned. And yeah, we'll go from there. See you in a bit, guys.
So there we go. I've not ground bound stitch welders. I'm literally just going to put some seam sealer over them. That's the repair I'm on about that someone's done previously. It's a bit crude, just solid, likewise with that one there. Ground back my welds. The small repair I've done in there, that isn't a hole, that is sort of where the profile's a bit different, but a bit of seam sealer will be okay on that. It's completely solid. I'm so chuffed with the car is rock solid now. So massive step forward. I've zinc primed everything, like I say. All this has been stitch weld, stitch, and plug welded from that side. All in here has been cleaned out, and there you can see I've come across that, which is a bit of a shame because this arch is mint otherwise. Again, stitch welds up there, and I've put in a repair along there. So next is that, and yeah, we'll crack on with that, but just take a moment to take that in. Yeah, chuffed with that. Can't wait to see it flip back round now. So before it gets flipped round, just a quick recap. That's getting done. All of these holes are getting welded up. I need to go find the little block that goes on there for the earth cable and tack weld that back on before I forget. And I'm gonna, like I say, it's a bit annoying, but I'm gonna do the balance the other way around. I have got these panels in here to go in there. Again, I've got to do the rear quarter repairs, so I think I'll do that when it's flipped right around the other way as well. Got all these to feel out. So a quick count out, we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Might do them. Well, that's 21 then, if I do them. So yeah, and I'm also going to weld up the hole I don't need for the left-hand drive fog lamp, because it just seems a bit silly to have that. So yeah, I'll leave you with that, guys. Really chuffed. Once again, I apologise, but I'm going to try and bring you some updates. Really, don't think other than welding those bits up that I've just spoke about. There's no more welding underneath. So yeah. I'll film what I'm going to do next. I'll show you how I try and go about making those little circles up. It'd be nice just to be able to buy a pack of them, not sit there for ages trying to make them, but we'll see. If anyone has come across that, if a company can just make these, or there's a quick way of making those holes. I mean, apart from the 4 that way on the seat bench, they're all the same size, so yeah. You can argue it's wrong to plug them up, but I'll show you when I dispose of the rest of the old floor. Is this and this, and mainly that one, are taking the heel board out. So I'm not even taking the chances anymore. So we'll just get rid of it all. So yeah, we'll leave you with all that for now. But wow, yeah, chuffed.
Right, so on with the next job now. Following on from what you've just seen, I've basically mentioned all the holes factory holes I want to fill up, so I don't want to put rubber bungs in anything. Going on from that, I've basically sat and I've cut out loads of little roughly round little pieces of steel, and I'm going to go through and weld all those in to get rid of that. Completely gets rid of that water trap. Mainly for me, it's where it went at the heel board at the back, like I mentioned, it completely rotted through. It completely stops that, so the car's not going to be that sort of car. It's not going to sit in the rain, it shouldn't leak. I know minis leak around the window sills normally, it doesn't matter what you do, they're old cars, they're going to leak. but this car's not going to get, you know, it's not going to have the 30 years of life it's already had. It's going to be a lot more pampered. So that said and done, I do apologise for having a massive amount of man flu. I feel like crap, but we got to crack on and get on with this. Got the fuel line bit to do as well. So today's basically task is I want to try and get the floor ready, because hopefully we can get this car flipped back round in the next few days, and that'll be a big milestone. So holes in the rubber bung holes to fill, fuel line hole, and I want to put in the retaining sort of nut for the earth strap as well, and put that back in. And we've got a little bit of welding to finish at the front with the tunnel, and then we're ready to be flipped over and we can weld it from the inside then. There is some tack from the inside, like you saw in 2-3 episodes ago, that I have done, so it is sort of welded from the inside, but it needs fully doing. So yeah, I'll show you around the bits we're going to do now, and we'll crack on.
So that's the piece I cut out for the fuel line. Like mentioned, that's going to go in there. And this was the original piece. So that's going to blank that hole out, and then using that as a template, or obviously replicate those 2 holes. So I've gone over that already, so I won't go over it again. These have all been roughly cut out, obviously going to be cleaned up. We're going to fill all these holes, drain holes. Going on from that, I'm not going to weld this like I've mentioned, because that panel's going, and I've got this panel to do as well. We did notice on the floor, and we're again a bit more annoyed because the trouble, this is the 3rd floor we had sent to us, is we've got the brake line retainers there. They didn't come on this side with the fuel line one, so obviously being an SPI or an MPI floor pan, the fuel lines run all the way down here, and they have like a shield that goes over there. Anyone that's got an injection mini will know our sidewalk's like that. So I've had to order these. Sorry, the light's so poor here. I'll show you this one. I've had to order these. So basically the same as what's over there, but we're going to put them, because of the shape of the profile of this floor, they would have been that way from looking at the old floor. And we'll put them this way round so it follows that channel up there. So the fuel line will be retained back in these. So I've got 1, 2, 3 with the marks in the floor, and then the fuel line will carry on down here. We'll pick up on that and then go off to our new hole there. So that's said and done. Let's crack on. Let's try and finish the floor on this side anyway. We have also got this to sort of deal with. I don't know what to do with it yet. I don't know if to leave it and replace this arch or what. The other one's been repaired and it's come out alright. So this isn't rust, by the way, this is just a bit underseal that I've not cleaned off properly. So we're going to go back over all that when we come to paint and prep stage, but for now I just wanted to cover it with some zinc because I'm in a damp garage like most of you out there. So yeah, we're going to cut that out. I think I'm going to cut that out. You can see where it's pitted. I'll get rid of all the pitting basically. So yeah, let's crack on. Got loads to do today and not a lot of time. So yeah, stay tuned guys. Alright, so going back to the little bit on the battery, I managed to salvage all this off the old floor. Cleaned it all up, I'm going to take it out. Basically on the old floor it would have sat with this inside it, but I'm going to cure rust and clean all this up, if not try and find another one of these. But basically that sat there, that goes over the top. People probably don't think that's an important thing, but I think to keep it trying to look a little bit factory is quite a nice little touch. So I'm going to soak all this in some cure rust, maybe put it in a cup with the cure rust, the rust treatment in it, try and clean it all up a little bit, try and retain a little bit of it. So it's come out, it's completely solid, it's just a bit surface rusty. So yeah, that should stay back there and look original. Right, so you can see I've cleaned up the patch and the edge around it, ready for some welding. Got a little welding magnet in there holding it. What I'm going to do is going to stick a tack and a tack there, and then that's a bit low there. So I'm going to push it back up and sort of heat into it and then tack around there and then weld it in. And then it seems a bit stupid, but then we're going to drill 2 big holes in it. So yeah, I'll set the welder up now. Right, so that's that patch welded in. quite chuffed how it's gone. Still need to tidy it up a little bit, but before I do that, I'm going to replicate the 2 holes. I'll use a step drill for that. And yeah, basically one's slightly larger than the other. And yeah, put them back in and tidy it up properly. Right, so there we have it. I've replicated the holes from that original bit that you saw that I'd cut out. Basically achieved it with step drill, measured them out from the originals, and yeah, another job done. I'm going to linish all that back properly, get some primer on that, and then it's on to the next job. One off the list. I've been meaning to do that for a long time. Right, so I've gone ahead, I've drilled the holes like you said, like you've seen there, and that's sort of been primed over for now. I've done the 2 holes here that were in the boot floor, drain holes, they've been welded up now. So they're going to take ages to do, got a load to do on the car, but I think it's going to be worth it for the future of this car. So yeah, I've just got 4 there in the seat base to do. I'm quite tempted to do those from the seat base, if you know what I mean, when the car flipped the other way around. I'm going to do the ones here as well, because there is a tiny small hole. If water ever got in, they could get out the sides here. But I don't know, I'm actually quite tempted to leave the battery tray. No, we're doing more. We've cut them, so we're doing. And I've got the ones here I'm going to do next along the heel board, because they're the ones that caused the car issues in the first place. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It's now looking like a period correct car. Haha. What is it they say? Heritage police. Oh well. Right, so here's the captive nut that basically I've put in the cure rust, cleaned it all up, and I've just gone over it with a wire wheel, cleaned all this back up, really chuffed. So basically it sits over the top like that, and it was sort of tacked. It was sort of tacked like that each side. So I'll be doing that, getting that done. It's another job for this then. So, and it's another part that sort of keeps in keeping of trying to keep the floor looking like an older Mini. So yeah, next job. Right guys and girls, gone quiet again and I've been busy. I've welded up all the jacking point holes that we don't need, not going to use, and I've welded up all the where the rubber bungs would be. Obviously it needs to be ground down yet. Going round to this side, where I mentioned before the floor didn't come with these, I'm now gonna just do those. So I've got one that's going there, one that's going here, and the other one's further down up there. Sorry about that. That one's going there. So that's the next task, and then I'm going to sand down all these floors, prime them, and we are getting there. Nearly time to flip over. But I feel better knowing that everywhere rust could happen as the other side. Obviously all got to be ground back yet. Try and protect these floors. Right, so that's me done for today, I think. Massive progress. We're pretty much at the point now where we can flip the car and continue welding the floor from the inside. I'll run through quickly what we've been doing. Right, so first I've done that mod there, drill the 2 holes for the fuel lines. I've put the earth locating sort of captive nut back in. All the holes where all the rubber bungs where the factory beam have been welded up. I've also welded up the subframe mount, the jacking point, and the factory little screw joints here. Obviously all this is the stitch welding here that you've already seen. Finished off the plug welding in the centre, and all the rubber bungs, sort of see where the primer is, have been done. I've also put in those which I said were missing. So we're now at the point where the car can be flipped back round, finally, the right way. I've got one more job that I think I might do while it's this way around actually, and it's to make a little piece to go in there, the arch. But I'm chuffed at that. Same again on this side. It's all sort of ground back. It's going to get completely covered in stone chip and primer and whatnot, this car. I mean, we're not doing all this to scrimp on the finish of it, so it's sort of at its rough state at the moment, so don't judge the finish. But yeah, really happy with it now. Get it fixed over.
Once again guys, thank you for watching. Obviously big milestone when it's flipped back round, so please tune in for that. Hopefully that'll be within the next week. You'll see the car back round the right way and more welding on the inside. So yeah, stay tuned. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Anything you want to know, please comment below or message me via Instagram. I'm happy to help with questions, the bits and pieces I know. I'm just as much in the loop as you guys. I'm learning in the garage. So yeah, thank you again for watching and catch you in the next one.